Hi, Sam.
Hello, Elizabeth.
And hello to everyone out there. Today is So What? And it is the time when we reflect back on the week and think about the ways in which what we've heard can impact and change the way that we live.
Yes, indeed. You're getting married soon, aren't you, Elizabeth?
Yes, very, very soon.
So you will be a wife.
I will be a wife.
This is a very tenuous link. Moses had a wife as well, didn't he?
He did.
Do you remember what she was called?
Zipporah.
Zipporah, knowledge right there.
That's thanks to Prince of Egypt.
What a film. You know, she was well known, this is real, by the way, for throwing dinner parties.
Really?
Yeah. And do you know what she was known as by all her friends?
No.
When she threw the dinner parties?
I do not.
The hostess with the Moses.
That might possibly be your worst joke.
With the Moses. Mostess. Remember, send your votes in for the worst joke. Email plexus@salvationarmy.org.uk.
I think we should get people to send in actual jokes.
See if they're better than mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I will stop and breathe in your presence. Just breathe. Just breathe.
So let us think back to the week that has just gone. So on Monday, Ian talks quite a lot about cheese and onion hot cross buns from Aldi, which
Very passionate.
I haven't yet tried, but I didn't even know they sold them. But as soon as he mentioned them, I was like, I really want to try those because I really like the cheese and onion bagels.
I will not be trying them.
Why?
I don't know. It gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. I don't know why.
Because it's savoury. A savoury hot cross.
No, yeah, maybe something about cheese and onion where if it's not in the right situation,
Like a crisp.
it scares me a little bit.
It scares you.
Cheese and
Or Greg's pasty.
some cheese and onion crisps. If you just tell me they're cheese and onion, I won't eat them
What?
because it's cheesy.
You don't like cheese?
No, I love cheese. This is the thing. We're not getting into this. Just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, okay, you're strange. But anyway, yes, cheese and onion hot cross buns. Let's get back on track. So, yes, Ian was sort of talking about how Andrew, the disciple, whenever he's mentioned, he's just kind of always telling people about Jesus. And there was a challenge about, like, what do we evangelize about? And it's very easy to get excited by, like, food items we love or good new cafes or coffee that we enjoy or our favourite song. And, like, do we apply that kind of same passion and enthusiasm to when we're talking to other people about Jesus?
Yeah, because I talk to a lot of people very passionately about coffee, but do I talk to them with the same amount of passion about Jesus? I don't know. And speaking about coffee, I don't know if this is related, but I've seen a few coffee companies called things that could be interpreted as religious. For example, the Lost Sheep Coffee Company, not a sponsor, and Red Letter Blend, which is like Jesus's...
Oh, his words.
Jesus, I interpret that as the red letters that are written in the Bible is what Jesus said. Like, as a Christian, I recognise them, but looking into it, I can't find anything to do with it. So I don't know if that's Christians trying to get fun into their coffee company. And these are things that would get people who aren't Christians excited because they're excited about coffee. They're not very excited about this. But are they actually spreading the news of Jesus, or are they just being a bit quirky? I don't know. Don't know the answer.
Maybe they're just doing it in a creative way.
Yes. And I like that creative way. So maybe it could be a way to further that idea to spread Jesus with something you're excited about.
Yeah. Because that sort of makes me think of this, like, I think the thing that stuck out to me on Thursday's cross-reference podcast, like, Ian, I'll just read this quote that he said, as followers of Jesus, we need sometimes to be reminded to enjoy our life of fellowship with him. And I was thinking about that because it's so important, I think, to do that and to enjoy our fellowship with Jesus and our day-to-day life with him, because if we're not enjoying it or kind of living it out, then we've got nothing to kind of share with other people and to sort of passionately talk about with others. Because back to Monday and thinking about that, with the things that we're passionate about and the things that we feel like God's put in our heart, and I guess when we're in regular communion with him, we just, I don't know, I suppose maybe kind of feel more passionate about, talking about Jesus. But for me anyway, one of the things I have been thinking about too is, Ian said, are we waiting for the perfect opportunity or conditions to tell others about Jesus? Are we waiting until we think we know everything that we should in order to be confident that we can share? And for me, I think that is true, because I'm the kind of person who I like the conditions to be perfect or feel like confident in what I'm doing to go and do it. And so, I guess often I don't, but maybe like the more that we're enjoying our fellowship with Jesus, then the more confident that might make us feel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Do you want to tell us about your podcast on Tuesday, Child of Love?
Yeah, I think my podcast on Tuesday linked quite well to your podcast,
Inclusive Jesus.
Inclusive Jesus, because we are all called to be a child of love, no matter who we are, and Jesus kind of like showed that in the way that he acted towards people that maybe society didn't give a voice to. Like blind Bart. He didn't see disability as a disability. So we need to take away any preconceptions and assumptions we have of people and their abilities and find out who they are for them and not a diagnosis. The act, what was the act?
Oh, the Down Syndrome Act.
The Down Syndrome Act kind of says to be able to achieve all that they are able to.
Yeah.
That no one really knows what they're capable of until they do it. So you can't put assumptions in and cap people's potential. You've got to make a way for them to keep pushing higher. So inclusivity isn't just picking and choosing who am I going to include today. It's everyone, no matter what, no matter if we agree or disagree with them, we accept them for who they are and not try to change them and make them fit in, but change what we're doing to accommodate for them. And that in turn will then allow them to achieve their full potential. And not just people with disabilities, anybody.
Yeah, that's like treating everyone as like a child of love.
Like Jesus did.
Yeah.
Boom.
So my take home from this week is to, just think more and be more present in like spending time with Jesus and enjoying being with him, because I think from that place informs everything else that we've talked about. So how we talk to others about Jesus, how we share like his message and what he's done for us with others, and also spending time with him makes us look more like him, which will help us to be like him to others, hopefully.
Yeah.
What's your take home?
Probably the same. If I'm more excited about spending time with Jesus and I'm finding things that get me more excited, then you can use those things to kind of tell people about Jesus. Because I feel like sometimes when talking to people, we don't always talk to them about Jesus because we kind of apologise for it. Like we think people already know and they don't want to talk about it, or we think people have past experiences that have hurt them, so if we can't have a conversation about Jesus with them, it'd be awkward, and then they won't want to talk to us because we're that person who always talks about Jesus and they don't want to talk about Jesus because they can't relate. But I guess a few weeks ago we talked about being excited about things. People are more likely to be excited about them as well. But if you link that with things that you're excited about, that you can be excited about talking about Jesus with the things that you're excited about, then you're on for a winner, really, aren't you? Yeah, if that made any sense.
I like how excitedly you said that.
Yeah, I'm quite excited about that, sorry. No, I'm not sorry, I'm not apologising for it.
So speaking of getting excited about talking about Jesus together and with others, we are thinking about starting a midweek online small group outside of Selah but part of Plexus, talking about the Bible, sharing testimony, praying. If that's something that you would potentially be interested in when we get going with it, if you'd like some more information, please get in touch with us by emailing plexus@salvationarmy.org.uk. Yeah, and we'll let you know more.
Yeah, a place where you can meet and talk to other people on the same path, trying to find out more about God and the Bible and Jesus. and how to be like him and be excited.
Said I woke up to the summer shining through, calling on my friends asking what's the move. Feeling a little different, I'm on something new. Today. I ain't gonna let no clouds get in my way. The only road I'm walking is the one I pick. Catch me sitting in the sun, no time for shade. Today. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I ain't gonna let it slip away. I'm gonna be joyful. Yes I am, yes I am. I'm gonna be joyful. Today, I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. I got that feeling that you get when you get new kicks. Bell ringing on the last day of singing, yeah. High-fiving everybody, but we out of here. Today. So fast, life comes and goes. Make it last, best slow your roll. They don't take it as a choice, but you gotta know that today's the day. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I ain't gonna let it slip away, nah. I'm gonna be joyful. Ooh, I'm gonna be joyful. Tuesday, I'm gonna be joyful. Yes I am. I'm gonna be joyful. Today. I got the joy down in my heart, down in my heart. Down in my heart, I got the joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I got the J-O-Y down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I got the joy down in my heart. Today.